We saw a lot of action in The Force Awakens, in that Rey was kind of thrust into this story and she had this whole thing and it was just like move, 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 move. So Ryan, in The Last Jedi, for Rey at least, has made it more of a kind of emotional exploration. She spends a lot of time on the island with Luke, and I think she finally has time to take stock of everything that's happened and starts to ask herself the questions of what is actually going on and why is she there and what does she want. Because so far it's mainly been what other people want, and she's kind of just had to do the right thing, which was do the thing and take the lightsaber to Luke and everything. So I think The Last Jedi is more of a kind of emotional journey. I think Rey's expectations at the end of The Force Awakens are much like the whole audience's. She's expecting after this whole journey, and she walks up 300 steps, that she hands him the lightsaber and he turns around. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll come back, I'll save the galaxy and everything. And as we see almost immediately, that's not quite how it's going to happen. So I think there's just lots of layers in their relationship, in the relationship of him in the whole thing, in the relationship of her in the whole thing, and it's kind of it's a big journey for both of them. I remember working with Adam so clearly. The first day, I think the first day I worked with him, we did the torture scene. And he was so, and it's hilarious because obviously their relationship is the most contentious, is that the word? But he was the most kind, generous person to work with. He said thank you at the end of the day, and there was a moment where I was kind of like struggling to get the emotion, and he gave me so much time. I didn't ask him, he just saw it. He is wonderful. So the fact that I got to work with him more this time was really, really great. I was just given this incredible role, which is mostly down to JJ, Kathy, and Larry and Michael. They created all of that. And with the arrival of Rose, who's played by Kelly, and Laura Dern plays a wonderful role, and obviously Carrie still, and Gwendolyn, it's becoming richer and richer, and it's brilliant to be part of. It's just not often that you would get people from all walks of life and everyone is supporting everyone else. Everyone's like calling out people's costumes and, oh my God, you look so great. And it's this whole thing of how long you've loved it. And most people who are big fans of Star Wars, they remember the exact time they watched the first one, and there's this incredible history and generational thing. It's wonderful.